Welcome to Central Valley Wedding and Special Events. I have Kathy here with me. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
And you do something really amazing for weddings, and you're quite the artist. I've seen some of the photos of your work. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I'm actually the owner of a company called Kathy's Treats, and I basically do custom desserts, cakes, and a lot of custom pastries for all different occasions. Done everything from weddings to quinceañeras to baptisms, birthdays, and sometimes just family gatherings, special corporate events as well. We've done those, so it's a little bit of everything.
Very nice. And you were telling me a little bit about how you got into custom cakes and doing desserts. Could you share that with us? It's such a great story.
Oh, thank you. I actually used to work for a large corporate bank, and I was in the banking industry for 13 and a half years. And after, being in, mid-level management, we got really sad news that they were closing down our call center. So I, along with 800 plus people, ended up getting laid off.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we didn't have a job, so I had to try to survive on a very limited income through the unemployment, and it was for a very limited period of time. And so I kind of panicked, and I was like, what am I going to do? So while I was submitting job applications left and right, my friends told me, hey, why don't you start, to get by, sell your cakes and sell your treats. I'm sure people will buy them. It's the best things ever. And I was like, really? Like, you guys would actually pay for that? And they were like, oh my God, yes. Like, I would pay this much. I was like, really? So I just started experimenting. I started off doing little pies and cupcakes, just simple little things. And I started to see that everybody's responses were like, oh my God, this is the best pie I've ever put in my mouth, or this is the best cake I've ever tasted ever. And I thought, wow. So then I started getting creative, mixing different things up and burning some and messing up a lot of different recipes. But finally I got things down to an art to where I can literally do a lot of these things without even thinking or looking at a recipe. And that's kind of how it started. And then I started to promote things on my personal page on Facebook. Hey guys, I experimented with this, and everybody started giving me feedback like, oh my God, you need to open up another page for just your business. And so it kind of took off from there. And then I opened up, Facebook and Instagram. And so right now I'm working with the Business Development Center here in the Valley to be able to have, my business website up and stuff. So we're growing little by little.
Very nice. That's so amazing. And you've been doing it now for about 4 years, you said?
Yes, since August of 2013 is when I got laid off. Wow. And so I've been doing this full time since then.
And it sounds like it's been going great for you.
It has. I've been very, very blessed. I'm a single mom, so I've had to have something that has, flexibility to be able to accommodate raising a son, and be able to still provide. And it's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed it.
That's amazing. Now, if people want to book you for services, how does sitting down and talking about what they want for an event go? Do they just come to you and say, hey, I want a chocolate cake, what can you do for me? Or do you show them examples of your work?
Absolutely. So most of my clientele reaches me through my social media channels.
Okay.
And in the social media channels that I have, like for example, my Instagram page, I've got thousands of pictures. So they're able to peruse. And usually by the time they contact me, they've reviewed the 2,000 pictures.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice.
And usually they contact me, they'll let me know like the date of the event, how many people are going to be attending that event, and then they'll let me know kind of like what type of items they're looking for, whether that's setting up a dessert table, with all the treats, for example, or if they just want one specific cake, or if they want everything, or if there's a special event like a wedding or a quinceañera. And so I just, get to meet with them, whether that be one-on-one, or if their time, doesn't allow, then we'll either do a telephone conference or we'll just chat via Messenger, and I'll get all the details and we'll book them, online.
Very nice. How long does that usually take between when an event is going to happen and when you need to know that you have to get treats ready for it?
Generally, I'm booking out 2 to 3, sometimes up to 4 months ahead. So I tell people, if you have a very special event, for example, in a big event, like a wedding or a quinceañera or something really large, it's important that they contact me at minimum, if they can, 3 to 4 months in advance.
Okay.
I do actually have, sometimes I can accommodate last minute orders, but if they want, 3,000 treats and a table, a cake for 500 people, and I'm already booked with 20 cakes, it's going to be very hard to accommodate that large order. So that's why I always tell people the sooner you book, the better and safer you are to be able to get a spot in my calendar.
Makes sense. It sounds like those are very coveted spots. That's
Sometimes
so
it gets really crazy, especially around the holidays.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Do you have help at all, or do you do all of this just, it's a one-woman job?
It is. I'm a one-woman job, one-woman show. I do it all by myself.
Wow.
Everything from client meeting to negotiating contracts to taking payments, processing, purchasing, inventory control, baking, decorating, delivering. I do it all.
That is incredible. But I can tell that you really enjoy what you do. You seem so passionate about it.
I am. I always tell people, you talk treats to me, you talk sugar, I'm all ears.
That's so amazing. So how do people get in touch with you? I know you said Instagram, Facebook. Are those the best ways, or is there an email, a phone number?
Yes. So my email is Kat's Treats Fresno. So it's KATS Treats, TREATS. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's like a spelling bee now.
And then Fresno at gmail.com. And then they could also text me through my phone number, and that's 559-960-8720.
Okay.
They could also reach me at Instagram, and that is Kathy's, KATHYS _ and then treats. And they could check out my work there as well. There's thousands of pictures as well as videos that they can see samples of my work.
Wonderful.
And then I also have a Facebook under my name, Kathy Catalan, and then in parentheses it says Brizuela, which is BRIZUELA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And I do highly recommend checking out Kathy's Instagram page. I've seen it myself, and she does beautiful work. And if you missed any of that contact information, you can contact us here at Central Valley Talk, and we can tell you how to get in touch with Kathy. Well, thanks so much for
Thanks for
joining
having
me
me
today. And before we go, I just have one question. What is your favorite treat?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I would have to say that it's my lemon tart. I am a big fan of lemons. Yes. I actually have a lemon tree. So when I make my lemon tarts, I pretty much have lemons year round.
Okay.
So they're organic and grown in my yard, and they are just amazing. I make my crust as a sweet pastry crust. And then I use the zest from the lemons and the juice from the lemons to make a homemade lemon curd from scratch. It's just utterly amazing.
That
and
sounds
then
incredible.
Yes, and then I throw a meringue on top, which I also make, everything from scratch. It's totally amazing. Nothing like a lemon, tart fresh out of the oven. Once it chills, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven with an espresso. It's just amazing.
Well, that does sound amazing. So if you want to get those lemon tarts or any other treat from Kathy, feel free to contact her through Instagram, Facebook, email, or phone number. Thank you again, Kathy.
Thank you so much.